What does a Vietnamese dad do when his wife is at work and his kids are at school? Today, I have the day off. My wife has gone to work, the kids are at school, and for the first time in a while, I have the whole day to myself. No work, no rushing, no one asking me for anything, just me and a quiet house. But I started wondering, would I actually know how to enjoy a day just for myself? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our family channel. It's been a long time since I gone out for breakfast alone. Usually, there is always somewhere to go, something to do, or someone waiting for me. But today, I decided to simply walk, no motorbike, no rushing, just a quiet morning. It's strange how different everything feels when you finally slow down. Today, the streets seem unusually peaceful. Maybe the world isn't actually quieter. Maybe I'm just finally taking the time to notice it. And this morning, I'm having bun măng vịt. It's a simple but very popular Vietnamese dish. Rice, noodles, bamboo shoots, duck, fresh herbs, and a flavorful broth. And of course, there's usually a dipping sauce on the side. The duck is tender, the bamboo shoots have a nice texture, and when you dip the meat into the sauce, it's even better. I've eaten this kind of food many times before, but today feels a little different. Maybe because it's been so long since I sat down and had breakfast completely by myself. Normally, meals are noisy, someone is talking, someone needs something, the kids are moving around. Today, I can just sit here and eat slowly. And honestly, I kind of miss having this much quiet. After breakfast, I decided to walk a little further and find somewhere to have coffee. It's not the weekend yet, so the cafe is relatively quiet. And honestly, I like it this way. Vietnam has a strong coffee culture. For many people, coffee isn't just something you drink to wake up, it's part of the morning, a reason to sit down, a reason to slow down. And for me, coffee has always been one of my favorite parts of the day. It helped me wake up, clear my head, and get ready for whatever come next. I can remember the last time I sat alone in a cafe like this. No meeting, no phone calls, no kids asking me where something is, just a cup of coffee and some time to myself. And when life gets quiet, you start thinking about things you normally don't have time to think about. Being an adult isn't always easy. There are bills to pay, work to worry about, a family to take care of, children growing up faster than we expect. And somewhere between work, money, family, and all the little responsibilities of everyday life, we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. Maybe that's why we feel tired all the time. Maybe that's why we seem to get older faster than we realize. I used to think having a busy life meant having a meaningful life, but now I am not so sure. Sometimes maybe we just need a few quiet hours, a simple breakfast, a cup of coffee, a walk with nowhere to go, and a little time to hear our own thoughts. Today, I didn't do anything particularly special. I didn't travel anywhere. I didn't accomplish anything extraordinary, but somehow I feel lucky I needed this day. After breakfast and a slow cup of coffee, I headed back home. It's funny how different a day feels when you don't have to rush anywhere. Usually, by this time, I'm already thinking about work, the kids, and everything that needs to be done. But today, I had nowhere to hurry to, so I decided to spend some of that quiet time taking care of the house. With two young kids, keeping the house clean is never really a one-time job. The moment you finish cleaning, there always seems to be something else waiting. But I don't mind. A clean home gives the kid a comfortable place to play, and somehow it makes the whole family feel more relaxed when we come home. While tidying up, I noticed our mosquito net. In southern Vietnam, we have a rainy season and a dry season, and when the rain comes, mosquito become much more common. So at night, we still use a mosquito net like this. It's a very simple thing, but it's been part of everyday life for many Vietnamese families for a long time. Mosquitoes can carry diseases such as dengue fever, so during the rainy season, we try to be a little more careful. Sometimes, taking care of a family isn't about doing anything special. It's just this small thing we do every day, quietly, without even thinking about them. I noticed our hammock needed a wash too. For many Vietnamese families, especially in the South, a hammock is almost a part of the home. It's simple, light, and easy to move around. You can lie down for a few minutes when you are tired, gently rock yourself to sleep, or just spend a quiet afternoon doing nothing. For me, a hammock always feels like a small invitation to slow down. But because we use it so often, especially with the kids, it needs to be washed regularly. So today, while I have some extra time, I'm giving it a good wash. It's just a small household chore, but somehow taking care of these little things makes home feel a little more comfortable. Doing laundry is another small part of everyday family life. Luckily, having a washing machine saves me a lot of time. I don't have to stand there washing everything by hand anymore. The machine does most of the work. All I really need to do is take the clothes out, hang them up, and let the sunshine do the rest. There are always plenty of clothes when you have two kids. Somehow, the laundry basket never seems to stay empty for very long. But I actually enjoy this part. It's a simple moment, but it makes the day feel slower, and maybe that's what I like most about having a day off. For once, I don't have to rush through every little thing. I can simply take my time and enjoy the ordinary moment at home. With the laundry hanging outside and the hammock drying in the sun, I decided to keep going and clean the floors. Normally, on a working day, I don't have much time for this. There is work, the kids, meals, and 100 little things that always seem to need attention. But today is different. I have the day off, and for once, I don't have to rush from one thing to another. So I thought, why not take advantage of this quiet morning and get the house properly clean? Our home isn't very big, which is actually a good thing when it comes to cleaning. It doesn't take too long to go from one room to another, but having two young kids means the floor never stays clean for very long. There are always toys lying around, little crumbs from breakfast, footprints, and things the kids have somehow managed to bring into the house. Sometimes I clean the floor, and just a few hours later, it looks like I never did. I used to find that a little frustrating, but over time, I realized that this is simply what having young children is like. A clean house is nice, but a house that is lived in is also a happy house. So I started by putting the toys away and sweeping the floor. With the house unusually quiet today, even this simple task feel different. I can hear the sound of the broom moving across the floor, the washing machine in the background, and the occasional sound coming from outside. There is something strangely peaceful about doing ordinary things when you don't have to hurry. After sweeping, I mop the floor. I usually try to clean the floors about twice a week, especially because the kids spend so much time playing down here. They sit on the floor, crawl around, play with their toys, and sometimes eat their snacks right here. So keeping the floor clean isn't just about making the house look nice. It's about giving them a clean and comfortable place to grow up and play. And maybe that's one of the things I appreciate most about having a family. A lot of the things we do every day aren't particularly exciting. Cleaning the floor, washing clothes, preparing meals, putting toys away, doing the same little things again and again. But these small routines are what make a house feel like home. When everything is clean and the sunlight comes through the window, the whole place somehow feels lighter. And standing here looking at the clean floor, I realize that I don't really mind doing this thing. Maybe because I know who I am doing them for. Today, I have plenty of time. So instead of rushing through the chores, I just take it slowly. After all, it's not every day that I get a quiet morning like this. After cleaning the inside of the house, I move on to the small area in front of our home. This is probably the place that gets dirty the fastest. We walk in and out all day, so dust, dirt, and little leaves tend to collect here pretty quickly. Usually, sweeping is enough, but when there's more dust, I like to spray the floor with water and give it a proper clean. It doesn't take very long, but the difference is quite noticeable. Once the dust is washed away, this little space feels much fresher. The kids also spend quite a lot of time here. They like to sit outside, play with their toys, or simply enjoy the breeze when the weather isn't too hot. So even though this is just a small area in front of our house, I try to keep it clean regularly. When you have children, you start paying more attention to these little things. A clean place to play, a little fresh air, and a comfortable corner to sit in. Sometimes that's more than enough to make a home feel good. Before I finish for the morning, I remembered one more thing that needed fixing. Our water filter was leaking. We use this simple filter at home to help remove dirt and other impurities from the water before we use it for cooking and everyday needs. The system is actually quite simple. Water comes up from below, passes through the filter, and then flows out cleaner. We use it every day, so I didn't want to leave the leak for too long. Luckily, it's quite easy to fix, and a replacement cartridge costs only around $2. It's just a small thing around the house, but these little things are part of everyday family life. On a normal working day, I might not have time to take care of them, but today I finally have the time to slow down and get them done. And just like that, my morning is almost over. I spend the morning doing all those little things around the house that I normally don't have much time for. Now it's already lunchtime. When I'm home alone, cooking for myself is much simpler. I don't need to prepare a big meal or think about what everyone else wants to eat. Today, I'm keeping it really simple, just a packet of instant noodles and a sausage. There's nothing complicated about making it. Just boil some water, put everything together, wait a few minutes, and lunch is ready. It's quick, it's convenient, and honestly, sometimes that's exactly what I want. Of course, instant noodles aren't something we should eat too often. They're convenient, but eating them regularly isn't the best choice for our health. So for me, it's more of an occasional meal, especially on a quiet day like this when I'm only cooking for myself. Sometimes when you're alone, you realize that you don't actually need much to be happy. A simple meal, a clean house, a little time to yourself, and a quiet afternoon ahead. Looking back at this morning, I didn't really do anything special. I had breakfast, drank some coffee, cleaned the house, washed the hammock, did the laundry, and fixed a few little things around the house. Just ordinary things, but somehow today felt different. Maybe because for once I wasn't in a hurry. Life gets busy so quickly. Work, money, family, the kids, there always seems to be something waiting for us. Sometimes we get so caught up in everything we have to do that we forget to slow down and enjoy the life we already have. In a few hours, the kids will be home and this quiet house will be noisy again. And after spending a day alone, I think I'll actually be happy to hear that noise because that's what home is. It may not always be quiet or easy, but it's where the people we love are. Thank you so much for spending this day with me. If you enjoy this little glimpse into our everyday life in Vietnam, please consider subscribing and supporting our family. I see you in the next video.